Hello everyone, it's the Terrarian with the 10 most random tips I wish I knew when I started playing this game. Number 10. Make wood armor. Many people wait till they get their first metal bars to make armor, but you shouldn't do this. Wood armor is very cheap to make, and it can give some great early game defense points. Also, the wooden sword is a great upgrade to the copper short sword, as you really need that wide swing to hit enemies. Number 9. Find Sky Islands. Sky Islands can give very powerful loot very early on in your game, and they're pretty easy to access. All you'll need is some gravitation potions, which you can get from chests or even just in pots. Press W to reverse gravity. Sometimes it can be hard knowing which direction you're really going, so be sure to check your mini-map to know which way you're falling. You can find Sky Islands by telltale rain clouds and little bits of cloud floating around. There's always a chest in there, and they can contain some of the most powerful loot early game. This one has one of the best items, a Star Fury, and it's legendary. A quickly swinging, powerful early game sword that can shoot a star projectile even through blocks. Number 8. Do not upgrade your pickaxe. You'll start off with a copper pickaxe. All throughout the metal pickaxe upgrades and even your bone and cactus pickaxes, it won't increase that much, only a bit of speed. Nightmare and Deathbringer pickaxe are where you'll really get your pickaxe points, as they're able to mine hellstone. Small side note, the Reaver Shark, a very powerful pickaxe you can get from fishing, is equivalent to a hard mode pickaxe that you get at the start of hard mode. Tip 7. Turn auto pause on. If you don't want to lose your money, this one's for you. You can turn auto pause on by entering your inventory, settings, and enabling auto pause. Now whenever you open your inventory, it pauses the game. You can use this to reorganize your inventory, take a quick breather, or even reload the world. Crisis averted. Number 6. Buy Spelunker glow sticks. Rarely you'll find Spelunker glow sticks from the skeleton merchant deep underground. Buy a couple, although you really only need one. Now don't throw them like normal glow sticks. If you just hold them, they'll reveal all the treasure nearby, like a Spelunker potion, but much cheaper. They'll even reveal heart crystals as well as all this ore around you. However, they won't do anything for traps. Number 5. Go fish. Many videos about Terraria fishing all over YouTube. It can get you some very good items as well as accessories very early on in the game. Here's a quick bait farm that you can use to get very powerful bait very fast. Find flower boots from the underground jungle in all the chests you'll see in the shrines. Build a little rim here as well as a mud box covered in jungle grass seeds. What these flower boots do is they make plants and grass wherever you stand. If you shoot a flare from the flare gun at your feet, it will infinitely break the grass very quickly, spawning high amounts of bait. This farm will even work AFK, as you can box yourself in, leave for a while, and then come back to loads and loads of little buggies around. Least are the grubbies, which are still pretty good if you're going to do small farming. Then you have Sluggy, then you have Buggy, which is very powerful. Number 4, use a hook. As soon as you get 15 of any of the common gemstones, you can craft a hook. These are very helpful for getting out of tight situations, and they're very easy to learn how to use. Press E to deploy a hook. This can be very useful for mobility as well as escapes, as if you're walking around, you can quickly fire your hook in the direction your mouse is pointing and attach to the nearest surface. You can even use it to climb up narrow hallways by repeatedly firing it. Number 3, use statues. As soon as you beat Skeletron and get the mechanic, you can start building statue farms to get cool items quite quickly. A good rule of thumb to know which statues spawn monsters and which are purely decorational is they should look like a common monster in the overworld. Here are all of the statues that do not apply to that rule. There's the Hornet, the Goblin, the Imp, Eyeball, Corrupt statue, and the Armor statue that do not spawn monsters, even though they look like a common monster. Number 2, build good houses. Oh, come on. I missed it, didn't I? Oh, come on. I just recorded that. Number 2, build good houses. A good house consists of 2 things, in my opinion. You need to be able to access the villagers easily, and they can't be able to die easily. Here's a good setup using only wood and some torches. You're able to access all the villagers as well as quickly walk under them, and none of them are able to get hurt except for the one in that room. You can also put chests down here and crafting stations up here, or whatever you prefer. Here's an example of a very decorated house with all the villagers, chests down here, and crafting stations up there. You can put banners, torches, and glass walls. Tip number 1, don't accidentally summon the queen bee. You'll need a bit of equipment to fight it, and it can give you many very cool items. I'd recommend crimson armor, the crimson bow, as well as many as 10 heart crystals. Be careful when you're breaking the hive, as it can spawn bees or honey. Sometimes your pickaxe will be strong enough to kill the bees, but that often won't happen, so break them very slowly. Now the real tip here is, don't accidentally break the larva. Swinging anything, as well as shooting anything, can easily break the larva. Also make sure that you're not blocking off the honey, as you'll need it for regeneration. Breaking the hive can be broken with anything, including arrows. If you do end up breaking the hive, try dodging the queen bee very quickly as you try and quickly assemble an arena made out of wooden platforms. You can quickly access all of your buffs with B. As you can see, even if you do accidentally summon it, this setup can make it very easy. This is also when you'd really want to use auto pause so that you can quickly equip whatever you may have missed and reorganize your inventory should you accidentally summon the queen bee. If you have all of the items I'm using, it makes it quite simple to kill the queen bee. Well everyone, that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and if you want to see more, please like and subscribe.